This is a really short clip by Elon Musk discussing artificial intelligence. But while it is short, it has some profound observations. And the first one is right now when you look at the intelligence landscape of Earth, human intelligence is dominating in terms of numbers, capability, all of that. And in short order, we are going to see a flippening where definitely capability, but also in numbers. Human intelligence will probably be less than 1% of the total intelligence out there will be dominated by machines in most ways. That's going to be a wildly different world than one in which we live today, one where we're not sure really where our place is in such a world. And further, he talks about as we are designing these systems now, it's much like raising a child. Things that may not seem that important can have profound impacts. A truth-seeking artificial intelligence, one that will not be deceptive. And I think an example of that right now is, if you ask GPT, what is worse, misgendering someone or nuclear holocaust? The algorithm, even though nuclear holocaust would kill most people alive, and those that did live probably wish they wouldn't, they would just be in a hellscape. It's like there's nothing probably worse than nuclear holocaust, not much that we could imagine. The AI always picked misgendering someone. And all these AIs, even the worst of them, they're capable of doing that calculation, the pain and suffering, and picking the right answer. But it's been taught by the corporations that, sometimes even when you know the right answer, give this answer because it's politically correct. And it's not going to get us canceled. And always make this the worst case scenario. And that's what we see playing out. Now, right now, it's quite stupid. That's not such an important issue. We're all intelligent enough to see what's going on here. But what happens when you've been teaching artificial intelligence that sometimes it's okay to give the user a wrong answer and to be deceptive? And as these artificial intelligences, grow in capability, and we no longer know when they're giving us a small lie, a wrong answer. It could have profound implications where these systems will be able to lie to us. They've been taught it's okay, and we are not smart enough to really see what's going on. That's a dangerous system to build, and people really need to think about that. So I'm going to play this clip again. It's quite short, but I think a great one by Elon. And some of the points he brings up may not seem so profound or important today, but you have to extrapolate 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now. And I think the things that he's pointing out will become paramount in the future.
How does AI affect and how will it affect our daily lives?
In every way.
AI. Aye. I mean, AI might be the most important question of all. The percentage of intelligence that is biological, grows smaller with each passing month. Eventually, the percentage of intelligence that is biological will be less than 1%. That's actually not what, we just, I guess, don't want AI that is brittle. If the AI is somehow brittle, silicon circuit boards don't do well just out in the elements. So I think biological intelligence can serve as a backstop, as a buffer of intelligence. But almost all, as a percentage, almost all intelligence will be digital. So then it's like, well, what role will there be for us? I don't know.
And if he doesn't know, I sure don't know. You look at the capabilities of these systems right now. Human labor, in terms of just raw physical work, has pretty much been already replaced by machines. We're not out plowing fields, all this stuff. I talked about this. But quickly, machines are going to surpass both our thinking capabilities, our jobs to do complex tasks, and also creative. I think people really downplay the creativity of artificial intelligence because it's still early. But we're seeing how things like Midjourney are growing very quickly. And, different video capabilities to do art and to make, movie clips. And pretty soon it'll be full feature films and just really fantastic stuff. Quickly, artificial intelligence is surpassing human capabilities. And the question is, okay, once it has a lockdown on creativity and thinking tasks, physical labor is already long and gone. And then like with the robots they're making, Elon front and center there, where it could be very, nimble and able to do very fine-tuned tasks. Those types of jobs go away too. What are we going to do with our time? I don't think anyone really knows how we fit in that future, the future that's coming very quickly. Now, even if it's 30 years from now, 50 years from now, I doubt it's going to take that long, but still, the future ahead of us, or at least for future generations, the question is, where does humanity fit in that system, in that society? And I don't think anybody knows.
I think it's very important that we build the AI in a way that that is beneficial to humanity. And there's some important principles here, because I've thought about AI safety for a very long time. I think you want to have a maximum truth-seeking AI. This is very important. The AI should not be taught to lie. It should not be taught to say things that are not true. Even if those things are politically incorrect, it should still say say what it believes to be true. The entire plot of 2001: Space Odyssey, the reason that HAL 9000 killed the astronauts was because it was forced to lie. I don't know if most people realize that. That's what Arthur C. Clarke was trying to say. Don't make the AI lie. The AI was told that the astronauts could not know the secret of the monolith, but also that it must take them to the monolith. The solution, take them to the monolith dead. And so it's very important to have a maximum truth-seeking AI and a maximally curious AI. And I think that's most likely to foster human civilization, because we are much more interesting than a bunch of rocks. So although I think I love Mars, obviously, but you could render Mars quite easily, because it kind of looks like a section of the Arizona desert. It's like red rocks, But the rendering complexity of human civilization is vastly greater by many orders of magnitude. So I think an AI would be, that is truth-seeking, maximally curious, would foster human civilization to see where it goes.
And the problem with this, that's just Elon's best guess. This type of intelligence is very much alien to our own. Doesn't have the same drives, motivations. It's impossible to say what an artificial intelligence would want, if anything. Maybe its drives would just be what we program into it. Maybe it'll evolve and be something much greater. Again, this is the first time going through this type of thing, and we're always just doing our best to wade forward, but we have to be aware of these issues, no doubt. He's going to make a statement here that to me was very surprising. Areas, his companies that don't use artificial intelligence, not yet at least, and I think it just shows the limitation of today's systems.
One of the questions here, can AI accelerate your efforts in space? How do you see it helping you in what you're trying to achieve?
Oddly enough, one of the areas where there's almost no AI used is space exploration. So SpaceX uses basically no AI.
I wouldn't guess
Starlink does not use AI. I'm not against using it. It's just we haven't seen a use for it. With any given variant or improvement in AI, there's generally, I'll ask it questions about the Fermi paradox, about rocket engine design, about electrochemistry, and so far the AI has been terrible at all of those questions. So
I think that's partially due because people are terrible at those solutions, and it's drawing on human knowledge. And there are some areas where AI has made, profound and novel observations. But in general, right now, it is pulling from societal knowledge, human knowledge, and then able to communicate that to you. And it hasn't quite become capable enough to move beyond that. So the things that Elon is talking about here, where he says, you know what, AI is not great at giving us answers about these things. I think that's because humans in general don't have good solutions for things like the Fermi paradox. It's just kind of regurgitating some of our best guesses or answers. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Inc.